Drove from Houston. We're now here in Louisiana, and you know,
boom.
Here
Welcome
with
to Mad Hatter Garage, where we can build your dream car if you want to. You just gotta have the money.
Now, keep in mind, if you're not recognizing his face, you probably recognize his voice. This is 337 Speed.
Yeah, I work at Mad Hatter. I do a lot of the marketing, promotions, and stuff like that, and I do my videos on the side. And essentially, we just have a playground, just to build cars and just experiment, R&D, everything. So we do that all in house. I'm going to show you everything that we do.
They have a lot of crazy stuff that they have in here.
We got a big parts bench over there. That's like personal cars.
We got headers, intake manifold,
Holly stuff, everything. Pretty much every
manly internals over there.
There's like 6 or 7 cars worth of parts over here.
This is a fridge.
So over here we have engine room. So there's a specific clean room purely just to build engines. You don't want to build engines in the shop, obviously. Yeah. So over here, a lot of times we have the computer. We'll have like torque specs up, music playing. Just get in the mood. You're building an engine. You're about to make 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, you got to put on some rock and roll or something. And then we just got an assortment of engines. We'll build Hemis, LSs. We have a 1,000 horsepower 3S GTE over here with Teflon. Everything inside of it is made out of Teflon. You got EcoBoost engines. Pretty much we'll build any engine. You throw us a rotary, we'll build that too. So pretty much, yeah. So we keep this place pretty clean. Every tool that's in the engine room stays in the engine room. We don't move these tools around anywhere. These engine room tools stay in the engine room.
Well, the rules separate us from the wild animals.
Yeah, it will get violent if you move tools out of the engine room. Trust me, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Cool. And you go into the main shop. So right here, this is the little overhang that the owner built. So this is pretty much where like we have a lot of the bolts, tools, assortment of stuff here, fluids. This is pretty much where like you'll see
the little things, the miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah, miscellaneous stuff. The main shop area. Perfect thing about this in the summer, this is all insulated and it's AC.
Oh yeah.
When it gets 100 degrees outside, everybody wants to work here. Nobody wants to work out there.
You got those big fans too.
Yeah. So, a couple customer cars. This Fox body, this is like a Celine Fox body supercharged. This is getting MS3 Pro. So pretty much going back from the old EEPROM days into some modern ECU technology. Convertible, you got a drag pack on it. It's a cool little setup. It screams 80s and early 90s Fox. So yeah, I like that. FRS, this is getting, well, it already has a 5.3 LS, 6L80,
oh, wow.
Holly Terminator X.
With the new 6-speed controller.
Yeah, with the 6-speed controller in there.
Check that out.
It's gonna be a little ripper when it's done. It's like
a lot of stock. We use a lot of stock GM parts on that one. We did a LS9 cam because I had one lying around. That way it killed the bottom end torque, but gave us top end because it's such a light car. We used a Camaro torque converter because it's a little higher than the truck torque converters. We just kind of used parts we had around to kind of give the best, to keep it economical for the customer's budget. Yeah. You know, but use parts that would give us the best result for the money. Reason
is here, cage, wiring. So it's going faster and faster, so you got to make it safer and safer. So yeah, you can close up on the wheels if you want to. We're not shy of that.
No,
the wheels are good.
Yeah, no, everything looks.
You don't have to 10-foot.
Everything in the shop has got very close, consideration for quality and.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
you got the purple drink, bruh.
The pimp car.
Big perp.
The purple donk.
Yeah, so it's like a Oldsmobile 98 has a big Olds 455 in it.
Building a set of custom headers and a custom 9-inch for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I gotta say is this has one of the best interiors in the shop. Dude. So yeah, you see that stitched leather, wood grain, dripping grain, supple leather. Yeah, this thing is got a little nitrous bottle back there.
We got Jack Sparrow's ice chest. His treasure chest. One thing that's like hard to ignore is you guys got Raptors.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
That's a very popular truck around town too.
Oh, yeah.
So like when you come roll in, Yeah, you know, it's almost as more common as like a Honda Accord.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we put this Gen 2 together a while back. But we
just did motor upgrades.
Yeah, did a motor upgrade on it, so it's iBox springs, fuel, wheels. It had the full cob setup, so the cob intercooler, the cob intake, the access port, trans tuning as well. Yeah, it's a little ripper. I think if you look at, I have a video on the 337 Speed channel of this thing getting put together. Like that was like years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the old shop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one too. This is my personal car. It's in the works.
Things are a little bit of a unicorn too.
Yeah, it's a 2012 CTSV wagon. We did a 416 stroker, Kong 2650, full fuel system. I mean, the goal is to make 1,000 to the wheels.
Yeah.
Which it'll get there eventually.
Well, it doesn't sound like that's gonna be very hard.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, we put every good part in it. Callie's Dragon Slayer. We got JE Ultra pistons, Ultra rods. I mean, there was no expense spared. It's just once we get time, we're gonna finish it and we're gonna do it right. We have the bead locks for it. So when we jump on it, we're gonna make it nice and clean, and it's gonna be like one of those cars we go to like Cars and Coffee and shows and stuff like that. So, and this one, this is the old Chevy truck that cleaned up wiring, did some like clutch work on it. Yeah, it's just one of those just an old truck that's just getting like all the little small little pieces so it can be like drivable, daily drivable. Like it's a cool truck. Yeah,
no, it's a good little truck. Nice little inline six.
Everything doesn't need like a big V8, a big LS swap, or big block. This is just the factory inline six.
But you know, as you would normally see in Home Depot, you now have you have the racks, but it's stuffed with just engines and transmissions.
There's an assortment of engines from just everywhere. So we have.
So you got spares for everything.
Well, future projects.
Future projects.
So we have like what?
And potential projects, huh?
Yeah. So that's 3 6L 604L80s. That's a 7.3 Godzilla and a 10R140.
Yeah.
That's a BMW 10-speed. GM 2-liter LNF, and then down below there's a myriad of various LSs and transmissions, including some for some very soon future projects. And I think there's a Gen 3 Coyote or two back in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
somebody was trying to steal them last night, but I won't say it.
Look, hey, we can leave that in the past. We got a dyno.
Forgot about the Nova.
And yeah, so this has been like part of the backdrop. It looks really good.
So that Nova
very
is like
clean.
It's a customer that always comes back, gets his work done over here. It's a Nova, 383 in it, small block, and it'll surprise you. It's one of those. It's like a well put together small block.
Yeah.
Car. Like a lot of people always downplay small blocks for LSs, but this one rips. It's like a 400, 450 wheel horsepower car. Now something as light as this, dude, it rolls, and it just looks good. It's very, very well put together. It's clean. Paint is very, very good. It's just a nice little Sunday cruiser.
We did that touch street. No, we put the Mexican flag on the license plate.
On the license plate, yeah.
Yeah, so there's just so you know, you saw there's one up there.
Yep.
There's one inside.
Mm-hmm.
There's one right there.
Yeah.
There's one behind that white truck.
Yeah.
There's two over there. There's that one right there, and then there's one in the parking lot.
Yeah. Raptors everywhere. And I absolutely love this body style of truck in Broncos.
Well, that's what that 7.3 Godzilla's for.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be a good one. Okay, so lots of cool parts here, billet parts here, more on the shelf. So this is RPG.
Yeah. Yep. RPG Offroad. This is their Eastern production and warehouse, area. So that way we have a more centralized shipping point for Eastern United States as the Raptors and the Broncos and TRX and stuff become more popular.
Yeah.
We have higher production capacity and more centralized shipping. So as opposed as with working at Mad Hatter and stuff, I also help run this for RPG. As It's one of the reasons we have so many Raptors lying around. You know,
it's starting to come together now. Yeah.
The method to the madness.
Reason we're big on the Broncos and the Raptors is we make a lot of parts for them, so we get them for R&D vehicles, and then we end up liking them and keep them. And,
Yeah.
You know, sink far too much money into sell them. But yeah, that's why, you know, we do a lot of Raptor stuff. Yeah. So, you know, we build everything 100% U.S. made. All the parts we source, if we don't build it here, you know, are U.S. made. So like our billet upper control arms, you know, everything except the hardware is made, you know, in-house. These are FK rod ends, SK spherical bearings, so that's U.S. made. All 661 aluminum. We even make our own custom hardware. Like these are the part of the pin that go into the stock knuckle, and we make that all here in-house. I'll show y'all where we build everything in a few minutes, you know, but you know, everything's local, you know, and US sourced.
So there's Ram TRX, Bronco stuff, more Bronco stuff, then they have Raptors of all generation. And then you have these big old control these are the
rear links.
Those rear links, yeah. Okay.
You know, like the billet rear Panhard bar for the Bronco. You know, I mean, sorry, this is for the Raptor in black, and then we also do like the Fox Orange stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
so yeah, Fox Orange. This is the Fox Blue.
Yep.
And then they just have red, maybe for Raptor R stuff.
Raptor R stuff, and then we also do a clear.
Yeah, there's clear. Yeah.
Yeah, clear, and then out, and the thing we hadn't engraved yet, we have the King Blue.
I love that machine work. It just looks like I've always been fascinated, and it always looks good to me.
Oh yeah, anodizing, all that. Yeah, everything up here is all perch collars. Pretty much adds just a little bit of lift to your Bronco, to your Raptor.
Level it,
whatever you're.
You know, we have for like the Gen 3s, we have a setup where we I don't know if I have any up here.
Yeah.
You know, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do like a 3-inch. That's a 3-inch for the front of the truck, and then you'll see these look like big donuts out in the machine. But that's our 3-inch front, 2 in the rear, and you can actually run 39s.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So.
Because everybody rants and raves about, oh man, it comes with 35s, but I'm gonna have 37s, and the new one has the 37s.
Well, we're gonna put 37s on it, and so then it was okay. Well, then we gotta run 39s because you can't be outdone by OEM. You know.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah. So you know, we're constantly always, you know, building and improving the shop. You know, all our laser cut, you know, material. Somewhere local, they laser cut all our different parts. You know, we machine our own, you know, for like our long travel kits and spindle, you know, fabricated spindles. We machine this all in house.
Oh yeah.
It takes a while.
Yeah, because this is, I guess this is the shelf that'll build one spindle.
That's our bolt kit stuff. You know, it's rear bumper stuff. You know, we're still organizing and cleaning up, but you know, we build all the specialty hardware in house. We do it in batches so we can just fabricate skid plans because those get ate up a lot.
So you have spares.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, those are the donuts for the Gen 3 to get that 39.
The 39, and then we have available on RPG. MadHatterGarage.com, right?
Well, it'll be MadHatGarage.com.
Mad Hat.
Yeah, Mad Hat. Yeah.
It's just cutting right through that stuff like nothing. Square just a minute ago.
So we start with raw bar, and we'll cut it up with a CNC bandsaw to this, and that's what we load in. So when we say it's all built in-house, it's all built in-house.
You guys are buying raw?
Yeah, so we buy bar stock.
Yeah.
And then we have a saw over here that we cut it up. Everything from the upper control arms, the links, that, tell it the width, the length we want, and say go, and it just cuts it all up. CNC tubing bender. We've got the Johnny 5, our robotic velvet. and then a myriad of all the guys that weld all the hand welded stuff, which is most of our stuff is hand welded. There's one or two high volume parts that we use the robot for.
Yeah.
But most of our stuff is hand built.
Lots of welders, lots of good toys. If you guys are, following along, the video may have a slight choppiness to it. Fluidity of the video isn't super smooth. However, we did the video with 337 speed on the car, and whenever that video gets posted, you guys will be able to see, which actually we talked about, we're gonna post your video first.
Yeah, and then we're gonna
and then
all to the behind the scenes.
And then the complete weekend story of everything, me driving out here, us getting the tour.
Oh yeah.
You'll be able to see all the in-between, and that'll help kind of close that loop if any of you guys were timeline confused.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, we did a ton. So just to recap, we basically did a whole lot of B-roll, a lot of fun running, a lot of fun driving, which, by the way, if you guys were wondering, this was the chase vehicle that I was trying to keep up with as we were going through all these little back roads for all the back road videos. And quick little thing, I kind of always like these, but I kind of like them a whole lot more now.
Yeah, it's a fun little truck, and once you get in them and just have fun with them, yeah, it's a fun little truck at the end of the day.
Plus, this is the 2.34 cylinder.
Yeah, it's just a little four-banger. It gets crazy good gas mileage, and you can hit some little twisties with it. It handles pretty good for a 4x4, an off-road marketed vehicle. And yeah, you put a little tuning on it, and you can cut a 1.89 60 foot on the street in a brick.
And it jumps. Yeah. They've jumped it.
Yeah.
They've also went through some crazy ditch with absurd angles where you wouldn't think it would go through.
Three-wheeling it.
Yeah. But anyways, we did back roads. We did we kind of came back here for some nice cool B-roll still shots. We did our interview, kind of going over the car. We've threw the car on the scales. We kind of all know what the power of the car is. It's a Coyote with a manifold tune. It's probably gonna dyno right at like 390 if we were to throw it on the dyno. But we weighed it, and it's
sub 3K.
Under 3,000.
Yeah, that surprised me. I'm like, man, it's a steel car. It's not like everything is made out of carbon fiber on it. It's just a Coyote swap 65 and weighs sub 3,000.
And then also kind of what Jacques had pointed out, where it was a little bit surprising that it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, the corner balancing on it was like within what 50.8%. So I mean, it's right on point, right on the money.
And I did not do that. I did not get a shop to do that. I literally did the swap, threw all the parts on it, and
it's built.
It's there.
That's how it is. So yeah, you get to see a good behind the scenes of the shop as well. I mean, it's not like no Discovery Channel where you can eat off the floor, glass floor type shit. It's just, this is a place where cars get built, and it's just a great place, a great environment as well. Like all the guys, we all have the same mindset, so it's easy to work with, and you're always working on fun, cool cars.
I got a pretty good feeling that if this shop is a whole lot more fun than one that looks like a surgical room.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Over here, we're not like on camera and anything like that, so we can just have fun, goof around, build stuff, test it. We have a dyno in house, so whenever we want to try something out, we can just throw it on a dyno, see what it does.
And if they don't have a part and they don't have it on the market, they can just go next door and just make it themselves.
To a certain point, like, hey, we need this specific thing. Hey, they'll draw it up in Fusion 360 and turn it into put it in the CNC machine, and at that point just start carving it out, and then hey, we got the world's first parts for this problem that we need to solve. So
so also something that we did for the video is you drove the Mustang.
Yeah, that was experience.
Real quick highlights of driving.
Highlights of the Mustang. The steering is very direct. It's like you have a direct connection to the tires, and the sound. I believe the shifter is probably like one of the best things I've ever felt. It's just so direct. You can't miss
no mistake that you're not in gear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't have any question in your head like, oh, what gear am I in? And it's for how extreme the build is. I thought it would take a lot of time for me to work up to it, But after I ride around 10 minutes, I started to get comfortable. Now I'm still rusty. I mean, obviously I didn't stall it, but I almost got close a couple times. The clutch is just, it's a little bit more aggressive than I'm used to.
The best way to describe the clutch is tailored for me.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, it's not rough around the edges. It's just that's what it is. That's what the car is. It's not like it's not a detriment of the car. It's just that is what the car brings to the table, and I like that. It's not supposed to be like the most perfect thing, but it's just amazing. It's just fun. It's just a very, very fun car.
And I think Brian, or that S14 Z06 guy, he's got probably the same notes on the clutch as you do. So
same. Yeah.
Whenever he drove it. But so now the next thing to do is we're gonna kind of wrap things up, clean up the shop a little. Well, the shop is not that bad, but clean up by packing up all my crap that I've dumped on the floor in their shop, and then we'll probably get a bite to eat and head back to Houston.
Heck yeah.
Which, by the way, you know, we'll kind of walk out here. There's no truck, there's no trailer. We drove the Mustang 200 miles from Houston to the Mad Hatter Garage, and we're about to, you know, go ahead and kind of end the weekend off with, you know, road trip back.
Exactly.
All right. So we had a fun time hanging out at the Mad Hatter Garage with 337 speed, making a awesome video. But now that the weekend's over, it's time to go back home. And right now we're headed west, back to Texas, back to Houston. It's a 200-mile drive, and hopefully we can keep all good luck on the way back home with no cops, no wrecks, no brakes, or anything like that. Alright, home stretch. So basically we're the home stretch. Probably got about an hour left of driving left to do. It's gotten cold. Rolled the windows up, got the big coat on, I've got my snacks, relieved myself from the bathroom break, and everything's going pretty good. So once again, this was one fun weekend, and might have to do it again. But I'll tell you what, right now, so far, I'm pretty proud of the car. So let's go ahead and hit the road and finish up the made it home. And I'm super, super, super proud of my little car right here. Because I want to say thank you to Monkey Fab Garage for supplying that V-band clamp, you know, last minute so that it didn't derail our plans for the weekend. Thanks to the Mad Hatter Garage owner. He was an awesome wheelman for the camera car, and as well as kind of showing me around town. He took us out to dinner. He, you know, made sure that the lodging was on point, gave me some peace of mind, and he locked the Mustang up in the garage so that it, you know, just in case I didn't have to park, you know, in a hotel parking lot and have something potentially happen to the Mustang while we're out there. And thank you to Jay for, you know, allowing me to be a guest on his YouTube channel. It was special for me to finally road trip the car, something that I've raced, brought the show cars, build, tinker on, and now it's, you know, I know it's roadworthy. But again, thank you. Can't wait to see the video. And you guys, if, you know, you haven't seen it, down in the description below, I've put a link so that you guys can check it out. So I appreciate you hanging in there. I know this was a long upload, and let me know your thoughts. Go comment on the video, comment on this video. Let me know how it went. And again, I appreciate you guys. Hit a like, leave a comment, and if you're new here, you know, welcome. Love to have you stay and be a subscriber.